Guardians of the soil. Preserving organic heritage crops across generations. The story of organic heritage is not merely about farming techniques. It's an intricate tapestry woven from centuries-old wisdom passed down through generations. These traditional crop varieties, nurtured by indigenous communities and small-scale farmers worldwide, represent a living connection between past agricultural practices and modern sustainability efforts. At its core, organic heritage embodies the resilience of nature when harmonized with human ingenuity. From drought-resistant millet strains cultivated in Saharan oases to heirloom tomato breeds thriving in Mediterranean sun, these ancient cultivars offer invaluable lessons in ecological balance that remain relevant today. The historical roots of organic heritage dating back thousands of years, organic heritage crops emerged naturally through selective breeding by early agrarian societies. Ancient Mesopotamian civilizations developed wheat varieties suited to their arid climate, while Andean highlands gave rise to diverse potato species adapted to extreme altitude conditions. This evolutionary process was deeply intertwined with cultural traditions. In Mesoamerica, maize cultivation became sacred ritual, each planting season marked by ceremonies honoring deities associated with fertility and harvests. Similarly, rice terraces carved into Southeast Asian mountains showcased both engineering prowess and reverence for water conservation. Cultural significance. Traditional crops often hold symbolic value within communities, appearing in folklore, art, and religious observances. Ecological adaptation. Centuries of natural selection have produced varieties uniquely suited to local climates and soils without chemical intervention. Archaeobotanical studies reveal fascinating evidence of these historical connections. Seed remains found in Egyptian tombs date back over 6,000 years, showing remarkably similar characteristics to modern-day emmer wheat varieties still grown organically in parts of the Levant region. The spread of these heritage seeds across continents wasn't accidental but rather resulted from extensive trade networks. Silk Road merchants transported grains between Asia and Europe, creating hybrid varieties that would later become staples in various cuisines around the world. Biodiversity benefits of organic heritage seeds. In contrast to genetically modified monocultures, organic heritage seed systems promote genetic diversity essential for ecosystem stability. This biodiversity acts as a natural defense mechanism against pests, diseases, and environmental fluctuations. A study conducted by the International Center for Agricultural Research in the Dry Areas, ICARDA, demonstrated that fields planted with mixed heritage grain varieties showed up to 40% higher yields during drought periods compared to uniform commercial hybrids. These resilient traits are due to the complex gene pools maintained through traditional seed-saving practices. Unlike patented GMO lines restricted to single-use licensing agreements, open-pollinated heritage seeds can be freely exchanged among farmers who continue refining them locally. The loss of such diversity poses significant risks. The United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization estimates that nearly 75% of global plant genetic resources have been lost since the mid-20th century, an alarming statistic underscoring urgent preservation needs. Preservation efforts around the world recognizing these threats, international organizations, and grassroots movements have launched initiatives dedicated to safeguarding organic heritage crops. The Slow Food Foundation's Arc of Taste project catalogs endangered food products from around the globe, including many rare heritage vegetable types. Local seed banks play equally vital roles at regional levels. The Svalbard Global Seed Vault in Norway stores millions of seed samples from different countries, ensuring access even after catastrophic events could threaten native collections elsewhere. However, these institutional approaches must complement community-based stewardship programs. In Mexico, the Native Seed Network works directly with Zapotec farmers to document and preserve hundreds of indigenous corn varieties threatened by industrial agriculture encroachment. Such collaborative models prove particularly effective where traditional knowledge intersects with scientific research. Researchers at the University of California, Davis partner with Navajo Nation farmers to develop improved heritage bean strains resistant to climate change impacts. Success stories from indigenous communities in Peru's Sacred Valley, Quechua farmers maintain over 3,000 distinct potato varieties using time-honored intercropping methods that prevent soil depletion and pest infestations. Their agrobiodiversity approach has helped sustain food security despite rising temperatures affecting lowland regions. Similarly, in Ethiopia's Oromia region, Gamo people cultivate coffee plants originally discovered by chance when wild berries were noticed growing near riverbanks. Through careful propagation techniques handed down orally for generations, they've created shade-grown coffees prized for their rich flavor profiles. These examples demonstrate how integrating ancestral wisdom with contemporary challenges can yield sustainable solutions. By preserving these living libraries of genetic material, we ensure future generations inherit not only seeds but also the knowledge required to nurture them responsibly. The economic benefits extend beyond mere survival. These heritage crops support entire industries built upon authenticity and quality. Artisanal chocolate makers seeking cacao beans with specific terroir characteristics now actively seek out smallholder producers cultivating rare heirloom strains. Nutritional superiority of organic heritage foods. Scientific analysis reveals that many organic heritage foods contain significantly higher nutrient densities than commercially bred counterparts. A comparative study published in the Journal of Agricultural and Food Chemistry found that heritage tomatoes exhibited twice the vitamin C content of standard supermarket varieties. This nutritional advantage stems from several factors. Traditional crop management techniques often involve longer maturation periods, allowing for greater development of beneficial compounds. Additionally, unmodified genetics mean these plants retain more bioavailable nutrients compared to those subjected to intensive breeding for appearance alone. Some heritage legumes show remarkable protein content improvements. For instance, certain lentil strains collected from Indian Himalayan villages contain up to 29% protein versus 22% in modern varieties, a crucial difference for vegetarian diets requiring complete amino acid sources. The health implications are profound. Research suggests that consuming diverse heritage grains may reduce inflammation markers linked to chronic illnesses. Regular consumption of whole-grain rye bread made from old-fashioned Estonian rye varieties demonstrates lower glycemic responses compared to processed white flour alternatives. Challenges facing organic heritage preservation. Despite their numerous advantages, organic heritage crops face mounting pressures from industrial agriculture expansion. Large agribusinesses prioritize uniformity and high-yield outputs, leading to widespread displacement of traditional varieties from mainstream markets. Economic incentives further complicate matters. While heritage crops typically require more labor-intensive care, conventional monoculture systems benefit from economies of scale, making them cheaper to produce and distribute widely. Climate change presents another formidable challenge. Rising temperatures and shifting precipitation patterns threaten the viability of many heritage strains adapted to specific microclimates. Some Andean quinoa varieties struggle with prolonged dry spells, disrupting delicate moisture balances. Social factors shouldn't be overlooked either. Urbanization trends led younger generations away from rural lifestyles where traditional seed-saving practices once thrived. Without active engagement from new populations, critical knowledge transfer mechanisms risk being lost forever. Revitalizing interest in organic heritage to counter these threats, innovative educational campaigns highlight the importance of organic heritage in everyday life. Cooking shows featuring heirloom ingredients help demystify these traditional foods for modern audiences unfamiliar with their flavors and textures. Community-supported agriculture, CSA, programs increasingly feature heritage crop options, giving consumers direct access to these special varieties while supporting local growers committed to sustainable practices. Some urban farms dedicate entire plots exclusively to cultivating rare botanical specimens. Technology plays a surprising role too. Mobile apps now allow users to track which heritage crops thrive best under their particular growing conditions based on location data and weather forecasts. Virtual reality experiences let participants explore ancient farming landscapes before they disappear permanently. Chefs and food scientists collaborate on developing new recipes incorporating these forgotten ingredients. Experimental dishes combining heirloom grains with modern culinary techniques introduce broader demographics to the delights of organic heritage cuisine. Fostering intergenerational knowledge transfer. Sustainable preservation requires more than physical storage. It demands active transmission of practical skills related to cultivating and utilizing these specialized crops. Mentorship programs pair experienced elders with curious youth eager to learn traditional horticultural methods. Crafting interactive learning modules helps make these teachings accessible to wider audiences. Online platforms host video tutorials demonstrating age-old fermentation techniques used to enhance flavor profiles of heritage vegetables. Linguistic preservation complements these efforts. Documenting oral histories alongside agricultural practices ensures that language-specific terms describing nuanced aspects of cultivation don't vanish along with the knowledge itself. Public workshops teach participants how to identify authentic heritage varieties versus common imposters sold under misleading labels. Such education empowers individuals to make informed choices about what they consume and grow themselves. The future of organic heritage cultivation. As awareness grows, so does investment in protecting our shared agricultural legacy. Government grants now fund projects aimed at reviving neglected crop species through targeted breeding programs focused on improving resilience without compromising taste or texture. Biotechnology offers potential tools when applied ethically. Scientists work alongside indigenous groups to use marker-assisted selection techniques that accelerate trade improvement while respecting traditional ownership rights over genetic materials. New market opportunities emerge continuously. Specialty grocery chains curate selections highlighting regional heritage ingredients, providing visibility for niche producers previously overshadowed by mass-market suppliers. Academic institutions integrate heritage crop studies into curriculum design, preparing future professionals equipped to address complex issues surrounding food sovereignty and ecological integrity simultaneously. Ultimately, embracing organic heritage isn't simply about nostalgia. It represents a proactive strategy toward building more resilient food systems capable of adapting successfully amidst ongoing environmental changes. Conclusion: preserving organic heritage crops is an act of defiance against homogenization, a declaration that our planet's vast biological wealth deserves protection and celebration. Every preserved variety safeguards countless untapped possibilities for innovation and adaptation. By choosing to support organic heritage initiatives, individuals contribute meaningfully towards shaping a future where biodiversity thrives. Traditional knowledge endures, and our relationship with the land remains deeply rooted in respect and reciprocity.